Hi everyone, it's Christina from Christina's Art Corner. Welcome to the channel, or welcome back. I see we have quite a few new subscribers in the last couple of months, so I want to give a special welcome to all of you. I'm going to do a junk journal today to give you a break from my series of untouched books. Next video that I'll film will probably be an update video where I show you what the spinner chose for me for my coloring of my untouched books, 3 books, and I'll show you what else that I have in my plans that I'm working on for February. In the last video that I spoke about journaling, I had mentioned that I had this book. It's the Just Add Color on the Go artwork by Lisa Congdon. I love all of her books. They're in my Untouched currently, some of them. And all of the pages were falling out, and then the remainder I just tore out, so I have lots of those like folk art type patterned pages. But I wanted to use this cover. I was going to use the cereal box cover, but since I had this on hand and it's a nice cute size, I'll share with you. It's quarters, 5 3/4 by 7.5. That's a good size. It had this little like sizing paper inside. I've gone ahead and glued that down. Now I need to put the chipboard on the front so that I can adhere. The chosen fabric you told me all you wanted to see was this right here. Essentially, this will be the front cover, this will be the back cover. Go step by step here. So on the front, I need to add, what I forgot here. Okay, it needs to look, should have a little room here like this. I might narrow this a smidgen. Let's see if I can do that. Just a smidge. Let's see if I can do a straight line. Nope, sure didn't. You would think that I would use the lines on okay, let's do some this way. Maybe that's how we'll do it. My hands have difficulty working in the mornings. So I think that's pretty straight. The chipboard obviously comes in bigger pieces, and this is how I've cut them down. So let's see here. You want to make sure these things are as close to right as you want them to be. Okay, yeah, that's a better fit. Some bendable room. Okay, let's attach these. Now, one thing is that these are rounded, these corners. Doesn't necessarily matter because I don't think I can round off the corners on these things. Yeah, it's too thick. Let's get some E6000 glue and go ahead and get this on here. You want to use an ample amount because you want it to stick. And then always put your cap on real quick. And I'm going to use a piece that I cut just to get some over here on the edges. Okay. All right. Let's give it a whirl here. Then I'm going to use my clips. Make sure that it stays in place. right, let's do this one. Okay, and then I'm going to take my bone creaser and I'm just going to press down, make sure that glue is dispersed. Now to do the center one. All right. And then we're going to clip this. And then we're going to let that dry. And what I like to do, if I have, normally I have a piece of something that I can, yeah. I like to take a piece of paper and then clear the nozzle so I don't have trouble with the glue next time I use it. There we go. Not bad at all. I just want to make sure that I put something heavy over it. Now I want to stack some heavy things on here. And then we'll be back once that glue has dried and we'll film then putting the fabric on, and then I'll show you the signatures that I put together. Okay, so we have our chipboard on here, glued up in good shape. So here is the fabric. Now ideally you would have a sewing machine and you would sure up all of the sides. I really do want this part to be the front. Okay, let's go ahead and put our fabric fusion on. And then I'm going to flip it over. Let's use our bone creaser. See if I can carefully flip this over. I'm going to go into the creases of the binding. Make sure I don't have any lumps. And I'm just going to do this gently. Make sure we have a good adherence. Okay. Now for this part. All right. So, do I want to go in? You know, I probably should have gone ahead and taken this out. I wanted to keep it in, but I'm going to take it out. All right. I do that, and then this. Now I know you're supposed to cut a corner. So I could adhere these first. Okay. All right, let's do this corner. And this one. Now, let's clip these. Just gonna take these edge clips off so that we can work on the rest of the edge. Okay. All right. While that's drying, let me show you what I have in my signature papers. So I thought that I would, let me give you this to look at. So I was trying to match some of the colors in the fabric, and I have some torn out book pages that I got from the thrift store. And then I have black paper, and I have a page out of Joanna Basford's, was it Secret Garden? I forget which one this one was from, but I thought I would put one of my coloring pages in there. And these are just coming from different papers that I have. This is also from a coloring book here. Also just have this small page. And then we have this paper this paper, and then a watercolor paper inside. And I can add to that, or I can keep it as is. But that is one signature. And then the next one also has similar colors. Here is a full watercolor sheet. Here's this leaf page. And then I have this one here in green. And then another coloring page. Then I have this bright green glitter paper, some book pages, and then I have my watercolor sheet here. All right, so that's what we have inside the signatures. We'll have to wait until the cover is fully dry. These boxes, I'll leave a link in the description. Someone had asked how I organize my junk journal supplies. So I have these. I have 3 of these containers. Let me just show you. I know you get a glare, so I'm going to try to... They're lift up tops. And I have different papers and cards in here. I thought this would be fun to make a pocket out of, so we might slip one of those in there. And I have several of those. I keep the plastics that some of these things come in. I've got some cards, which I could use the envelope for. That's actually a nice blue. Huh, that would be fun. I'll keep that on top. I also have some other cards here. That doesn't match as well as that one. Got a purple. No to the purple. Then I have some coupons, some mail items. I have this card here. That could be kind of fun. Yeah, so I think we're gonna do a pocket. But this is the kind of thing, just anything that I can keep so that I could add whatever I want. So that's in that container, and they stack, so it's nice. And then here I have this here, this hemp twine, which I may use to go ahead, and I'll keep that out because there's some colors that are good there. I've got some lace, got some other fabrics here, and then these ribbons. So we might see if we need any of those. There's nothing that matches fantastically in here, but we shall see. We shall see. And then in here I keep some extra glues, a little scoring pad, one of these. It's actual for diamond painting. Got some scissors, tweezers, more East 6000 glue. I've got glue sticks. I've got this corner shaper. So that's how this is my gyro cutter, which allows you to cut in circular motions. And then I got this box from the thrift store, and in here I have just a bunch of like beads and charms, and I have my sticker book, and I've got some cards here, some fun cards. This one actually matches pretty well. I might keep that one out. Here's some coloring pages that I did. And let's see here. All different kinds of stickers if I want to use those. So yeah, that's how I'm organizing. This is an old cigar box. Here's a ton of glass beads. And then I got these Hello Kitty charms. This doesn't necessarily go. The black one could. So that's what I have in this old thrifted cigar box. Then I have this box or bag, and I keep big papers in here. And got some books here that I've thrifted. And I've got some coloring books that I'm repurposing in case I want anything like that. Here's the glitter paper. Here's the books that you saw, the landscapes. I had colored in one. Lots of different landscape. Then I have composition books. And then watercolor paper pads. These are the cardboards in case I need them. And then Arteza watercolor pad. These are great for these junk journals. A long time ago, I had gotten handmade papers. So those are fun. And then you all saw in the other junk journal that I did, I had these weekly planner pages. And then I have this book of tons of paper, and this is where I got some of the ones that I'm using today. So that just kind of gives you an idea on how I store some of these things. There we go. We're gonna wait on that junk journal to dry. Okay, let's move this back to center. There we go. Okay. Let's pick what we're doing. I think I gotta keep the paper on somewhat. Let's pick what colors we want to use. I think the green could look nice. Let's look at the side. Could use the black. Black would be good too. Let's see if I can find an end of a black. I guess I am going to have to take it apart. Oh, okay, it's multicolored. Even better. Cut. Okay, so that should be good. How am I going to keep this together? Huh. I should keep this in some sort of plastic or something, maybe. Nice and contained. Okay, so we've got our strings. Okay, here is what we have. I took the clips off, and I took a dryer, blow dryer, to the edges. Ideally, you would let this set overnight, but for the sake of the video, we're gonna skip that part. All right. Okay, so what do we want to put on the inside? I'm not sure if I want to do a fabric inside or paper. I'm thinking the paper will be too lumpy. Let's think here. Here is some fabrics. Let's see if we can go something this route. It might be too clashy, but let's see. This is a very intuitive process. All right. That blue is kind of nice. It brings out the turquoise. Still think that will be lumpy because it's thin. Really wish I had a sewing machine. All right, so we've got this one. Not sure if I cut that in half, if I would have enough for 2 or not. Let's see. We don't have to put the same kind in each one. That's different with the stars. That's 2, 2. Purple. Here is a yellow one. That seems too bright. Let's see what we can do. Shmoo is with us, so if you hear any kind of ruckus, it's him. Say hi, Shmoo. That seems very wild. There's not really any pink in there. I do like the blue. I just don't think I'm gonna get two out of here. I think I'll go with this blue on the left and this yellow on the right. Okay. All right, we have that there, and I'm going to use this as a pattern. Glue it down. Using the Fabric Fusion. Don't want globs, so I'm trying to smooth it out. The best I can anyway. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and take this to the blow dryer so we can get this all dry so we can get our signatures in. Okay, in reviewing my footage, I noticed that one of the most important parts didn't get recorded, which was putting in the signatures. I'll do it over so that you can see the whole thing. All right. Okay. It's a good opportunity for me to show you. Okay. And you want to pull them up. And tie them in the same spot or not. You can do this any which way you want. Okay. If you have someone to hold the knot, it's easier. Plus, I'm dealing with one less finger. Okay, and then we're going to tie that twice. And then let's put another key on there. Because this is also a part that you all missed. Let's see, let's do this one. I'm so sorry about that. I always check. Something could have happened to my phone. Or maybe I just messed up. Who knows? Try to have these that may be different. Maybe I'll put this one up here, closer to the top. And then do one more knot. Now, in the previous, what I thought I was recording, I was trying to put beads on, but this twine is too thick. I did unravel it, but you really need a needle in order to get beads on there. Okay, so you see the bottom? You have your two signatures. And then here's what the side looks like. Now you can cut your strings if you don't want the extras. In fact, I could do that. Let's cut this here. And then okay, whoops, one more. There we go. So now we have our keys, and this is what it looks like, and here we go. We've got all kinds of things that we can do now. I've got watercolor paper in there, as I said before. I've got coloring page. Here's one that I did from Joanna Basford. We've got some writing notes in here. I can either glue those together or collage something. and you have room here to expand, so you can keep putting papers in here as you wish. And this is one that I mentioned that I wanted to put in here. Would be nice. Let's see about the... I could even put that in the front. Could even put that here, wherever. But yeah, it just, hopefully it just gives you some ideas on how you can incorporate your coloring, your art, doodles, all the things, and have a nice little book in the end. Like I said in the beginning, this was a previous coloring book that fell apart. I had gotten the book from eBay, Just Add Color, and it was the small book. Normally they come in bigger books. Yeah, I think it turned out great. And like I've said over and over, I hope the whole idea of this is that you get some ideas on something that you want to do for your junk journal. You all have a great afternoon, morning, evening, whenever you're watching this, and happy junk journaling, and I'll see you in the next one. You all take care. Bye-bye.